You're driving a wedge into our relationship.
Stop talking. Flick my bean. Like,
Exactly.
What the fuck, dude?
Like, it costs nothing to flick my bean. Take your tongue
Well,
out.
some effort, probably.
Hardly.
And welcome back to Give It To Me Straight.
I'm Alex.
And I'm John.
And we're your gracious
host.
Good
How are you doing this week, John?
You can ask me.
I know.
No, you just
I'm about
you
to.
said John.
I know. I just wanted to cut you off first. How are you doing this week, Alex?
I'm good. I'm cold. I shoveled the driveway this morning. My toes are cold.
I would have shoveled the driveway.
No, I know.
You were like,
just
I
got
want to get
ahead
out of that.
it. Yeah. Well, someone has to watch Lucy. You were sitting, and I said, "I'll just go."
Sitting? I was not sitting.
Not sitting. Like you
Reword
were.
that.
No, okay, but you were sitting.
Let's just backtrack. Let's
Are
backtrack.
you like already trying to fight me? Number one,
Well,
like
choose your words better.
Me just
Choose your words better.
saying that I shoveled the driveway does not take away from the fact that you did not. And me saying that does not. I'm not
would have shoveled the
yelling,
driveway, but
John
you were
didn't
like,
shovel the driveway.
You watched Lucy. I'm going to shovel the driveway.
I thought that we were gonna like start this off like good vibes. You immediately ruined it.
No, I want to start off with a bang. Really get your blood flowing for the remainder.
You want
of the
me to be
podcast.
mad at you for the remainder of the podcast?
Just trying to wake you up a little bit, you know.
I was awoken at 6 a.m. when Lucy got up.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on now. She's waking up at like 5:30 in the morning, and now from 5:30 until we just wake the fuck up, it's a battle. I'm starting to not be able to calm Lucy down at night, which is sad. I would pick her up and rock her, and normally I could get her back to sleep. Not happening. Passed off to Alex. She calmed down right away. It was like a gut shot. I'm like, oh.
Well, that was like
that's
this morning. I feel like every day it changes who she wants to be with. Like I was holding her. She didn't want anything to do with me. As soon as I pass her to you, she's happy. Happy as a
Well,
clam.
that's nice of you. I think you're just giving me credit for, she just wanted to face forward. You had her facing you.
I don't know. Because if I knew that she wanted to face forward, I would have just turned her around. But I didn't know that.
I was just saying, I don't think it's me that she wanted. I think it's just like turning her around.
Babies are like puzzles that are consistently changing always. I feel like I'm in Indiana Jones every single day. Just
Is she
like
pitting us against each other?
Yeah.
Maybe she's the smart one.
I'm like, we went left and right this day. We got to just do left and right again. And she's like, no, we're doing up, down, center, right, left, backflip, triple tuck, aerial, cartwheel, tumble.
It's crazy though. She's growing. She's moving around. She's so smart. She's rolling over. We talked about this. I need her to roll back though is the problem.
Yeah.
She's only rolling
But
to her
she's
stomach.
getting, when they're frustrated, that's how they grow. That's how they learn. And so that's what I tell her.
Our problem is we don't let her, we're just like, we don't let her cry. We're so sad. We're like,
It depends. Well, if she's frustrated on her belly because she can't roll back to her back, I let her struggle for a minute because I'm like, I can't
a
fix
minute?
Yeah, like a full minute because I'm like, I can't. You got to gain the strength, gain the knowledge.
She has her arm just like stuck underneath her stomach. I'm like, pull the arm out.
Yeah.
Pull your arm out.
I hate that I consistently think that something bad is going to happen to me and you because we love her so much.
I feel like we are
Harry Potter's parents. And then you also
Batman's
said Batman's parents.
We get shot in the alley or something. Like the good parents.
Maybe we should start being a little bit more bad.
Maybe. Like we're just too nice.
Yeah.
Look at us patting our own backs.
Oh my God.
Nice.
We just, again, God forbid we love our child too much.
God forbid.
Speaking of bad, you know who's a little bit bad that I like? John Bernthal. I have the biggest crush on him.
Oh, is he your new? I got a crush on him. He's a badass.
I know. I wouldn't say that he's my hall pass like before Jason Momoa, but like I do have a huge crush on John Bernthal.
I think he's so talented. His origin story of how he got in is so cool.
But what show was it? His and Hers that we just watched?
So good. Miniseries.
Really good.
Recommend.
What makes a miniseries? Just less than
maybe less than 10 episodes or something. I don't know. It's only 8. Or it's maybe it's just like one season, I guess.
Right.
Like it's a
I think a
beginning and an
mini
end.
series would be more like 4 episodes because seasons of shows these days are just like 8
Baby
to 10.
Reindeer, that's considered a miniseries, right? How many episodes was it? It's just one season or like one finishing and ending within a certain amount of episodes.
I feel like I should know this. Like, what is the definition of a miniseries? Let me look it up. A television drama shown in a number of episodes. Okay, cool. So does that mean anything is a miniseries? What qualifies? It says usually 5 to 6.
Okay. Today's podcast is sponsored by Premier Protein.
Yay.
I love Premier Protein.
No, literally, this is
Coffee
maybe
every morning.
my favorite partner that we've had. We love everybody.
I mean, we religiously use Premier Protein every morning.
It's one thing we use every single day.
Let me just read it. Life right now can best be described as lovely chaos. We're juggling work, a baby, sleep deprivation, and the constant feeling that we're forgetting something important. And spoiler alert, it's usually ourselves. Because once you become a parent, taking care of your own health suddenly feels optional. Like, I'll get to that after the baby eats, sleeps, stop crying, and I remember what day it is. That's where Premier Protein comes in. With 30 grams of protein and tons of delicious flavors, Premier Protein isn't just for those who get after fitness. It's for those who get after life. And right now, getting after life for us means functioning on minimal sleep and still showing up like real humans. We genuinely drink Premier Protein every single day, and one of our favorite ways to have it is mixing it straight into our coffee.
I think it's actually in this cup right now. I need a refill.
The vanilla is the best. Because if we're already holding a cup of coffee for dear life at 7 a.m., it might as well be doing something productive. Turns our coffee into an actual meal, which feels like a parenting win. And the best part, it actually tastes good. No chalky, I'm being punished for not working out flavor, cafe latte, chocolate cake batter. It's a healthy choice you want to make, even when your standards are low and your patience is lower. Premier Protein gives us the fuel to get after everything we have going on, not just workouts. It's fuel for powering through the workday, keeping up with a baby, still having energy left for the joyful stuff, or at least enough energy to stay awake past 8 p.m. For me, not Alex. So if you want something easy, delicious, and parent approved, find your favorite flavor at premierprotein.com. That's Premier protein.com, or at Amazon, Walmart, and other major retailers.
This episode is sponsored by Skims. Before Skims underwear was honestly kind of an afterthought for me. I'd spend time picking out an outfit, but whatever bra or underwear I just grabbed, like fine. And then halfway through the day, I'd be adjusting, pulling down, uncomfortable, and just not feeling my best. What Skims made me realize was what you put on first actually sets the tone for the rest of the day, which is true. You don't want to be in something that's uncomfortable and ruin it.
Never.
Then that's all that you think about. There's something about having on a matching bra and underwear set, or just really a solid, comfortable support that instantly makes you feel more put together. Even if no one else sees it, John will see it eventually. You're ready to take on the world. My drawer is basically all Skims at this point, which is true. I open it up and I'm like, maternity bra,
Skims,
nursing bra, underwear, strapless bra. All the fabrics are so soft, stretchy, and actually supportive without digging in. I love how everything smooths and moves with you, whether I'm recording the pod, running around, living my life. It's just kind of the underwear that disappears under your clothes but makes you feel confident. If you're looking to upgrade your everyday bras and underwear, or you want the perfect Valentine's Day gift for someone you love or for yourself, the Skims Valentine's shop is officially open. And also it's the new year, like time to refresh your underwear and bra drawer, you guys. Like when was the last time you did that? Shop my favorite bras and underwear at skims.com. After you place your order, make sure to select podcast in the survey and choose Give It To Me Straight so they know we sent you.
This podcast is also sponsored by Hims. ED is way more common than people think, and it doesn't mean your love life is over. For a lot of guys, it's tied to stress, age, health, or just life happening. The good news is it's also simpler than ever to treat. That's where Hims comes in. Through Hims, you can get simple, 100% online access to personalized prescription treatment options for ED, if prescribed. No awkward waiting rooms, no jumping through hoops, just expert care designed around you and your goals. Hims connects you with licensed medical providers online, and if treatment is appropriate, they'll recommend options that fit your needs. That includes access to trusted generics that can cost up to 95% less than brand names if prescribed. It's not one-size-fits-all care. It's real medical providers making sure you're getting what actually works for you. Think of Hims as your digital front door to feeling like yourself again. Expert care, discreet delivery, and treatment for ED and more, all in one place, completely online. To get simple online access to personalized, affordable care for ED, hair loss, weight loss, and more, visit hims.com/straight. That's hims.com/straight for your free online visit. hims.com/straight. Featured products include compound drug products which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information. Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Just talking about like our routines with like bath time and all that. Then we at the end of the night. So it's bath every night, and then it's reading her books. And Alex and we're going to have to make our own children's book because these books are really hard to follow. We tried popcorn reading. I mean, we're fucking up the words.
Not just are they sometimes difficult to follow, sometimes they don't always rhyme, and they suck. A lot of these kids' books are trash. If you have recommendations,
but maybe there's a meaning
that's
of
what
why
we should ask for. Recommendations for good children's books.
We already have Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. Just so everyone's...
No, we have a big library for her, but just like drop your favorite ones that are actually good in the comments, because I feel like I have read more shitty children's books than good ones.
Confusing. I'm like, what's the plot?
Because some of them are good and then they make me cry. Like, I don't want to blast this because I just feel like if one day we're like, yeah, actually, let's write a children's book, like people might hate it too. And I don't want to like shit on any authors.
Why? You can shit on our book. And I'd be like, okay, for next time, I shouldn't do this.
But yeah,
Guys, I would shit on it if I knew who she's talking about. But yeah, anyway, some of the books are confusing, but Alex and I are trying to be like lively, do the popcorn reading, and we're like messing up the words.
I think it's also because it's late at night and we're on our last leg there.
Yeah.
So I'm like seeing double anyway.
I just think we're always with her. Like there's no like nap time. We're trying to learn nap time, but right now she's still strapped to our chest. So there's never like any downtime that we have during the day.
I mean, that's the other thing too. The internet doesn't really help with like, us wanting to put her in daycare or hire out other help, seeing all these cray-crays that are out there. I'm like, hello. No, I'm keeping her with me next to me forever.
Yeah, I'm still trying to convince Alex of one and done. So I'm going to, I'll just spoil her all the way.
I just go back and forth, No,
I don't know. Since I know that like I'm not gonna do this again, I'm like, I'll spoil the shit out of her now. This is the last time I'm doing this. The last time I'm doing this.
Again, then go get snipped.
I could just be safe.
I don't think it's John. That is a load of bullshit. Not that we have sex often these days, but when we do, you're
I'm good.
I'm good. No, you're not.
I'm good.
It takes one time, and I don't even.
The two of us.
I don't even have my period back yet. Try. Speaking of being postpartum, I don't know if you've noticed. I'm starting to lose my hair.
No, I haven't noticed. You always have hair everywhere, wrapped around my boxers, wrapped like in the couch on Lucy.
Have you ever had my hair wrapped around your dick?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why don't you show me?
Not now.
I'll take it and collect it and put it in a weave for myself.
You're gonna weave it?
I don't know. I need to collect all the hairs that I can, because I remember after losing Leo, I didn't like go through significant postpartum hair loss until like 3 or 4 months after, and that's where we're at now, timing wise, is 4 months later. And so I feel like I've been taking all the vitamins. Like my eyelashes look great. But I do notice that like I am losing way more hair in the hairbrush.
Are you like sweating like how you do?
Still, not as bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm still like last night I woke up and didn't put my shirt back on.
It was hot though. Do you feel like 4 months postpartum now, are you like, how are you feeling? You feel like you're kind of getting over the hump with your hormones and I don't know. No, the same.
I think I have more rage.
Oh yeah. I've seen that too. We could bypass that.
I think again, what have I seen? It takes like a full year to 2 years to like have your body really go back to homeostasis, and maybe longer if you're breastfeeding. And so I don't know, because I'm still breastfeeding her.
I'll say this, like, just people getting pregnant and having a kid on a whim is so crazy to me. The amount of stuff that happens to like a woman's body, or just like having a good partner or not, it's crazy how people take other things more serious than they do having a kid.
I think some people don't understand the weight of having a kid though. Like they don't mind leaving their kid and not like, we put a lot of energy and effort into Lucy. I feel like a lot of people just don't put that energy and effort into their kids. Not everyone, but there are people out there.
Prime example, dinner. You would think we were in a food eating competition at dinner. For some reason, every time we have dinner, I think I'm eating at a rapid pace.
The thing is, Lucy sees us and she's like, oh, they're eating? Time to lose my mind.
We're cooking? She's cool. Yeah. So we have her sitting in this like little chair thing. She's watching us cook, whatever. The minute we sit down, losing her mind. And so now it's either me or Alex or I, that I'm like eating with one hand and moving her little like peanut pillow she's in back and forth.
Actually, there's a skit in that. I got to remember to write that down. Like when we're eating and then Lucy
She's like, oh, you're sitting down, get up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's something she notices that we're calm. And she's like,
we're just slowly dying through the day. Like in the beginning, we're like, we're good. This is manageable, whatever. 5 o'clock hits, it's war. And we're like, just survive. Survive another 2 hours. Little mat time, a little bath time,
but it's
little reading time.
I think babies are made cute, like they're born cute because you can't. I will give her anything. Like she starts, I'm just like, you are a little baby angel face. Like whatever you want. She has us wrapped around her finger.
Thank God she's cute. That's what my mom said about me.
Thank God well, I've heard stories about you. You were a terror.
I know, wasn't I just want to be left alone?
I don't know. It's like, there's really no baby pictures of you. Like, did your parents even like you? I did a comparison photo, like a little collage of 2 photos of Lucy compared to 2 photos of me. You really can't tell who's who.
Yeah, I know. Just on a daily basis, I'm just getting my feelings hurt, knowing that my child doesn't look like me at all.
But Lucy in our content literally looks just like you.
Sweet.
It is crazy. I wonder how many people, because my friend just had a baby too. Her baby looks just like her baby photos. She is 100% like her
oh, really?
side.
I didn't know she looked like him or her.
No, just
or
like
she
her.
She looked like him or her.
Yeah. But your sister just had a baby. Doesn't look like her.
Oh, yeah. Our genes did not.
Genes are so interesting.
I'm still banking on Lucy.
She'll change.
She's going to change. She'll start looking like me when she's older.
And again, if there were more baby photos of you, maybe we could compare because I feel like, again, we do look similar.
Maybe they're going to...
You were just you were very tan as a baby.
Yeah. I think intentionally, maybe now, she's just cute in general. She's going to end up looking like me when she's older because they know that I'm going to have less patience as she's older and being like a sassy teenager. Maybe she's going to look like me then. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to tolerate you, more.
So like you think that biology is going to
shift
and make her look more like you so you like her more when she's a bratty teen?
When she's a bratty teen.
You're like, oh, she is mine. If she has an attitude, she is yours. Like that's going to be the telltale
you're an angel.
sign.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, again, do we always need to have this conversation? Like, yeah, I would say.
Yeah, this is our therapy session.
If this was our therapy session, there's a lot more I would open up about. And we would get advice. It wouldn't just be like us.
Give it to us straight. We said that before. Not a whole lot's going on, but it's just been snowing here a lot. I feel trapped inside. I'm ready to get out, walk with Lucy, meet with some people, go to a coffee shop, do something. We're just so isolated right now.
That is what I was going to say about the seasons. Like besides when it snows and it's pretty for, a few days, being in the cold for an extended amount of time is so depressing because you can't do anything, or it just feels like, I don't know, I guess maybe you can do some things, but it's just like with the season and having a baby, you're like,
people say that's a good time to have a baby though, because then you're just like inside with your baby.
I've heard the opposite. Like that's when, at least from a woman's perspective, is like that's when a lot of women deal with the most postpartum. No, it was women on like
TikTok who told me that. They're like, being inside when you're with the newborn's perfect because you don't have to like go out and like expose them. That you can just hang out inside and like enjoy your time with your baby until like for a couple of months before the weather changes.
Maybe like if you do it right before spring, but I've heard the opposite where everyone who I've spoken to who's had a baby in the winter, it's like very depressing because you can't just like get out and walk when it's 10 degrees outside. I guess you could. They do it in the Nordic countries, right?
Yeah. Just like their beds.
They leave their. No, you said that's European. Are there any? I'm not going to get into geography over here, but
it's Icelandic. Iceland. They leave their babies outside.
Yeah, probably because it's safe there. We can't We can't do that here. We heard some like crazy banging on our house last night. I have no idea what it is.
Alex gets up. She's like, "What is that?" I'm like, "Oh, let me go check."
Well, the thing is, I'm like,
it's snowing. I'm walking outside with my Crocs. I'm like, I don't see anything.
I'm like just checking on the cameras. I just see you walking around like kicking the snow. But it sounded like consistent banging on our.
I feel like I could be a good tracker. I went out there. I'm like, okay, there's no tracks, snowfall, nothing new has been here. I see a package by our garage. I'm like, hold on, let me check the cameras, past history log. Okay, that guy dropped that package off at 3:27 p.m. earlier today. So like, the loud sound couldn't be from him. I do a perimeter sweep.
No, I feel
do
like
this. I did this and I checked the wind pattern.
You wouldn't even know what direction it came from. You're like,
but you stick your finger in the air?
Yeah, you would right
did
now.
You say West or East?
East. Right now, do you know where north is?
Yeah.
Where?
This way.
Wait a minute.
Oh, wait. Actually, I do know. Based off of our address.
North is there.
No. Based off of our address, that's north.
Right here, west. West is left, north.
Oh, I didn't know you had your fucking compass on you. How do you know?
I know, this is the front of the house. And so the sun sets there. It rises in the east.
Okay, I'll give you that.
So yeah, you sticking your tongue out. You have no
I'm
idea
not
where
inside.
the
There's
wind.
no fucking airflow besides the AC unit. I'm saying when I was outside
when you were
checking.
outside, yeah, you would still have no fucking clue. You'd be like west or east. Like, you
West or east.
You would have no clue. And it's interesting because I was going to say you would make a great cop, horrible detective.
I'd be like, crime scene. This guy got shot in the head. This guy got shot in the head. Oh, the scene's messed up.
You would create hypotheticals for every situation, though.
So that might be good.
Yeah, because you would
like,
come up with, like
okay,
when we were watching.
This guy owed this guy money, and the reason why he owed him
Yeah.
money is because they were both at the strip club, and the guy only had a 20, he didn't have any single dollar bill, so then he went to the ATM and got it. I could make all these up.
You know what sucks now with me and you watching crime shows like His and Hers or whatever it was called? You and I like try to like beat each other out to see who can. We were like, oh, I guessed it first. No, I guessed it first.
Well, I did guess it first.
No, you didn't.
I said it's that person, and I held it down.
I
on
literally
that
got the
person.
name right. I go, was her old name.
Okay, we're a team, so yeah, sure, we together. I know the lines that they're gonna say right afterwards.
If I see someone on the street, I bet you I could find out who they are, what their name is, what their social security number is before you can.
Sure, but I could tell you if that person's a
Because you
murderer.
tell us who would make a better detective.
For sure, me.
There's no way. There's no way. You don't have the skills, John. You don't even know how to like search someone on Instagram.
Okay, fine. You're the detective.
I am. Thank you.
But you're the
you'd be
detective.
cop.
You're the detective who's going to get murdered trying to figure out who it is because your awareness level is so shitty. You'd be like,
my awareness level?
You'd be like, I think this is the murderer's house. You're like, no, I know it's the murderer's
John,
house.
yes,
I'm going to walk in looking for clues. And you're going to see the murderer right behind you.
Because the other day when we were at breakfast, our waiter goes, would you like whole wheat, regular, or rye? And I go, I'll
Sorry,
take
my
rye.
survival skills didn't kick in because I don't care what fucking bread
and
you were
John
ordering.
goes, do you guys have rye? I just ordered it, you dumb fucking bitch. Like, that's what it was. You're not aware of anything.
When I have to.
And then, you
when
know
I
what?
have to have
You
survival
go,
skills
then
kick
you
on.
Go, snap. See, but that's the problem. You don't know when you have to. You have
Yes,
to
I do.
always. No, you don't.
Spidey senses. For sure I know.
You should have known.
You get a
then.
vibe.
It should have been on.
Sorry, only
We were
some of us had that
literally
talent. Only some of us had that
vulnerable.
talent to vibe.
That's me. I'm like, something's going on here. You don't. Listen, you're good. You would be a good cop.
No, prime example.
you run.
You're right. You would be a good detective, but it's after the fact. We already got in that guy's fucking car, and you're like, something's off. Yeah, us getting in the car was the first problem, and then you're searching his car. Like, okay,
You, Mr. Protective, you didn't even say anything. You're just like, oh, you didn't even negotiate the price. Like, do I have to do everything?
I was like, get me out of the car. I mean, get me in the car. It's so
but you
cold.
didn't. You didn't even say like, hold up, Alex. This is
I
a
was
bad
already
idea.
strapping Lucy in. I'm like, we're going.
That's my point.
My survival skill of weather versus getting murdered was higher.
So you're a bad detective and you're a bad cop, both. I'll just take over everything. I'll be Batman and Robin, and you'll be Catwoman. Actually, I'll be Catwoman too. You'll be the pedestrian that I'll save.
I'll be Penguin.
Speaking of penguins,
Really good show. You didn't watch it.
I didn't. But speaking of penguins, do you know what I'm going to say?
Happy feet.
No, Lucy. She does like these little penguin arms now. Her
That's so
arms, like
As you're watching.
they just go wherever they want. But you know how penguins like
straight
slap their
arms.
arms to their sides? That's Lucy all the time,
So
just
cute.
smacking her arms. Anyway, should we just jump into
Let's
questions?
just jump in. Yeah.
This episode is also sponsored by Parallel. Before I was pregnant, I thought a prenatal was just a prenatal. But once I actually started looking, I was completely overwhelmed. There were so many options, so many opinions, and I had no idea what I was supposed to be taking at all these different stages. My body was changing fast, but the vitamins felt one size fits all. That's when I discovered Parallel, and it honestly made everything click. They were the first prenatal routine that actually made sense to me. Instead of buying multiple bottles, Googling doses, and wondering if I was missing something, Parallel gives you everything you need in one daily pack. And it changes with you as your pregnancy progresses, which really made me trust Parallel. It is the first OBGYN founded vitamin company. All of their products are formulated by an OBGYN using research-backed ingredients in doctor-recommended doses. When I was pregnant, knowing exactly what I was putting into my body mattered so much, and that peace of mind was huge for me. Parallel has trimester-specific packs for the first, second, and third trimesters, and they even have a conception support pack if you're preparing your body for pregnancy. Every daily pack is designed specifically for the stage that you are in, which takes so much of the mental load off. Exclusive for our listeners, new customers can enjoy 20% off their first order with code STRAIGHT. Visit parallelhealth.com. That is PERLELLHEALTH.com. I see you trying to,
I was like, I can't get it.
Follow along. I think that's what I said. Parallelhealth.com.
This podcast is also sponsored by Brooklyn Bedding. If you listen to the show for a while, you know Alex and I are both hot sleepers. And now, add a newborn into the mix. We're not exactly swimming in extra sleep over here. So when we do get the chance to sleep, it has to actually count. That's why Brooklyn Bedding has been such a game changer for us. What I love about it is that you can tell these mattresses are thoughtfully made. They're handcrafted in Arizona, and there's this balance where the bed feels supportive and solid underneath, but still comfortable on top. It doesn't trap heat, which is huge for us, and it actually helps us stay asleep instead of tossing and turning all night.
I actually have noticed that, where it does feel cooler.
It's great.
Than our old mattress.
Another thing I really appreciate is that Brooklyn Bedding understands sleep isn't one size fits all. Bedding is a real investment, and sometimes you don't get exactly right on the first try. That's why their 120-night comfort trial is such a big deal. You actually get time to live with the mattress, see how it works for your body and your sleep habits, and if it's not the right fit, they'll help you swap or return it hassle-free. They even have cooling features designed specifically for hot sleepers, which honestly makes such a difference when you're already running on limited sleep. It feels good knowing we're resting on something built to last and designed to support better sleep. Go to brooklynbedding.com and use our promo code STRAIGHT at checkout to get 30% off site-wide. This offer is not available anywhere else. That's brooklynbedding.com and promo code STRAIGHT for 30% off site-wide. Support our show and let them know we sent you after checkout. brooklynbedding.com, promo code STRAIGHT.
This episode is sponsored by No CD. You know how we all have doubts sometimes about our relationships, our choices, ourselves? I mean, that's why you guys write into this podcast. It is totally normal. But imagine if those doubts just never shut up. Like you're constantly questioning whether your partner is really the one, replaying every conversation, every look, every text for proof, or you start avoiding intimacy because certain unwanted thoughts pop up and it makes you feel awful about yourself. Or maybe you're steering clear of social situations altogether because you're just terrified of attraction, jealousy, or what those thoughts might mean. Experiences like that can actually be signs of OCD. And because OCD is so misunderstood, a lot of people don't realize it could show up this way. Real OCD isn't about being super organized or liking things clean. It's a serious, highly misunderstood condition where unwanted, distressing thoughts called intrusive thoughts get stuck on repeat. They're often disturbing, taboo, and totally out of character. And because they usually target things you care about most, like your relationships, your identity, your health, they're incredibly hard to ignore. To cope with anxiety, people with OCD often feel driven to do certain mental or physical behaviors like seeking constant reassurance, avoiding situations, or following rigid routines. The problem is those behaviors only give short-term relief, and fighting the thoughts just make them come back stronger. The good news, OCD is highly treatable with the right kind of specialized therapy. What works for OCD is ERP therapy, or exposure and response prevention, not standard talk therapy, which can actually make things worse. NoCD is the world's leading provider of OCD treatment. Therapy with NoCD is 100% virtual, covered by insurance for over 155 million Americans, and includes support between sessions, so you're never doing this alone. To learn more about starting OCD therapy with NoCD, go to nocd.com and book a free call to learn more about how they can help. That's nocd.com. Question 1. I'm going back to work after maternity leave and found out that my colleague, who is a bit more junior than me, will be starting a new role on another team. She will now be in a higher position than me, and I will need to check things with her in our day-to-day work. She is smart and competent, but has less experience than me, and I can't help but think that had I not been on maternity leave, I could have applied for that role and made this jump. Am I the asshole for being upset? Should I just accept it and move on because at the end of the day, it's about timing, and I clearly prioritize my family during these months?
I get it. I would have a hard time listening to somebody who initially was junior than me and then bumped up. That's like if I was in the military right now as a 38-year-old and I had a 20-year-old barking orders at me, I'd be like, I'm getting court-martialed.
What does court-martialed
drop
mean?
down and give me where the military police arrest me.
And you're like, don't tell me what to do.
Oh, yeah. I'd be like, you're 20 years old. Don't.
Like if you and I were like detectives on the scene and I'm like, hey, John.
That has nothing to do with being
Go
a detective.
tape this off. Get out of here. You're not being helpful.
Well, if it's you, I would listen because it's the same thing. It's like when we shot weddings, she'd be like, go set the camera up over there, you fucking idiot.
I never called you a fucking idiot.
You're like, did you get a shot? Did you get the shot? No.
No, I wouldn't. I was
Abuse.
Okay, go to HR. That's also me.
But I get, your family's your priority. And, so sometimes you miss the shots you don't take. You know what I'm saying?
What is it you're saying, John? You shoot all the shots you don't shit on.
No, you miss all the shots you don't shoot.
Exactly. So if I were you, I would just, if like getting a promotion is important to you, focus on work, talk to whoever is higher than you, not your
because you're back now.
College.
You're like, all right, what do I got to do?
Yeah. And again, you did take some time off that is well-deserved. You did focus on your family, but you also like can't expect for other people to stay
company
stagnant.
not to keep moving forward.
Exactly. Yeah. Next question. I just gave birth to our newborn baby girl in December and don't plan on returning to work, and I'm terrified. My whole life, I've wanted to be a mom, especially a stay-at-home mom. And now that the time is here, I'm having a hard time letting go of what life and my routine looked like before. I know this is just a new routine and I get to do it with my daughter and that it's what I've always dreamed of, but I'm still scared. I'm so thankful for my husband and for the opportunity to stay at home with our daughter, but I can't help but feel guilty about not returning back to work. Do you have any advice for grieving the old workhorse version of myself while stepping into this new version?
It's a time in your life. It's a shift in your life. So
you made the decision to stay at home. This is a whole new chapter, and this is going to be new for you. John, she's a stay-at-home mom. She's worked her whole life. And so now she's like, how do I, get over being this old workhorse version of herself while stepping into this new version of herself?
I'll tell you right now, it's a whole nother job.
It is another job.
You can be a workhorse at home because it's fucking exhausting.
And that's a good way to put it. It's like you're going to be working probably even harder and be more exhausted. My only note that I want to say here first, just make sure that, you're set up and taken care of because you just never know. And again, I know every relationship is different and you never think like this is going to be me, but to step away and have of work completely and live your whole life as a stay-at-home mom, you just want to make sure that you're good financially.
Oh, like if you get divorced, you're not fucked over by your husband.
Yeah. Because that's the thing too. It's like if you get to a place where you do want to go back to work once your daughter is in school, you can do something part-time. Do something. And then again, if you want to hire help, but you might end up loving being a stay-at-home mom and feel like, okay, I did make the right decision, but everything feels scary in the beginning. So
if you are watching your dude's kid, that is a job. Yep. And you need to be adequately paid for that, compensated for that. And you don't want to get, how many women have been screwed over by getting a divorce and they have nothing? Do you know they just passed a law about, men, the fathers have to pay for, I don't know what state it is or if it's everywhere, where they have to pay the at least half of all medical expenses for baby mamas.
Well, they should,
but it was never legalized. So if the OBGYN appointments, the birth plan, pregnancy, all that stuff, that wasn't part of it before. So that was all just on the mother, which is wild.
Yeah. And that's the thing here as well. And again, this isn't what your question is about, but I'm just future, just you love to work. Don't get into, if you still find yourself that you want to go back to work eventually, don't feel like that's not an option. You always can.
And if you're like me, because I want to get out of that mindset, we spoke about it. Childcare is a job and it's a meaningful job. And like me, getting out of that mindset of fulfillment from that, not being drained from it, but like you are doing something important, because how I talked about like being task oriented and shit.
Yeah.
Like, because I know you're going from being like a workhorse woman to being at home now. And it's like, they're different, but they're similar.
Yeah. Next question. I have known and pretty much been with my daughter's dad for about 25 years. I moved across the country to be with him after we met in college. We have a beautiful 9-year-old. We really are each other's best friends and tell each other everything. But we have separated twice before, but we have always found our way back to each other. Over the summer, we were not really involved with each other, and he briefly hooked up with someone. I knew about it, and he was upfront with me. Towards the end of the summer, we got back into our groove. We were spending time together and decided to work on officially getting back together. The week of Christmas, he got information that the hookup had kept a pregnancy from him for a while. She shared the information when she saw that the two of us were spending time together. He really did not want another child, but he knows he played a part in this and wants to do the right thing. He is trying to support her because he knows he needs to. He has also made it clear that he wants to be with me. I feel very in limbo and just want to know, do I give it time and trust that this will work itself out?
You guys have been together for 25 years, split twice. It seems like you keep going back to each other, but there's reasons why you split, you know?
That's what I was going to say. Like, where is the commitment after 25 years? You have a 9-year-old together.
Should get out the pot.
What is going on? This is just a very elongated breakup, really. You know, and I'm not saying that it can't work out, but now he has another kid on the way with someone else, and that is also going to involve you if you guys stay together. I just think that, like...
Well, he's already involved either way because they have the kid.
Exactly, but I'm saying, like, she doesn't have to be as closely related to this now other woman who's going to be involved.
Right.
And yeah, if he's doing the right thing, I'm just like, after 25 years, yeah, if it's not already working out, like, the signs have been on. I don't even say they're on the wall. They've been on the wall. So
I mean, first off, I would get a paternity test.
Oh, if you were the dad?
Yeah, she's like, I kept it from you. I'm like, okay, well,
fair.
Now I want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're saying you're in limbo. Yeah, let's go that route first. Just make sure it's his kid first. And then if not, yeah, I mean, 25 years, what are you guys doing?
I just feel like at this point you're comfortable, and that's probably why why you probably haven't left yet. Like, you have a daughter with this man, but like you keep going back and forth. Why are you in the same cycle?
I think co-parenting at this point might just be the route to go. If you guys are on good terms with each other, keep it that way. Mm-hmm. Now adding her in your life is just, you're already like having issues with him.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Now you're gonna add this,
of him
like even more.
Getting someone else pregnant, you had already split up this year.
Yeah.
You've already split up before. There's no real commitment after the past 25 years. I think you know that it's time.
The best situation, I think, is co-parenting. If you guys are cool with each other. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you're still going to do what you want to do. So best of luck. Next question. This question is mostly for Alex. After you lost Leo, did you
Too bad I'm answering.
ever find yourself grieving the person you were before you got pregnant? I lost my daughter at 27 weeks last year, and now I'm currently 35 weeks pregnant after a miscarriage and a stillbirth. I'm excited, of course, but I'm also carrying so much grief for my babies, for the parent I imagined myself being, and for the version of me that existed before I knew this kind of heartbreak. To grieve the girl who didn't know what was coming, who didn't know this level of loss. These experiences have taken so much from me, and I feel nothing like the person I used to be. I believe this will ultimately make me a better mom, more present, more intentional, and deeply grateful for my baby I have worked so hard for. But I also feel like I've lost some of my spark. I worry that I'll be a little less adventurous and fun than I always imagined being as a parent. I'm still trying to navigate all of this and would love to hear how you're navigating grieving who you used to be while stepping into motherhood, if you've ever felt anything similar. I would say that you also can speak on this because I do feel like personally there's a me and you before losing Leo, and then there was the after. But personally, I did think that I would become more of a nervous helicopter mom now, like with Lucy. Like when I was pregnant with her, I was so filled with like anxiety. As much as I tried to just like, not stress, I kept thinking like there was going to be another shoe that was going to drop. But then once they're here, it's just so, I don't want to say healing, but it does heal a part of you. And you do find
you feel guilty too.
Spark back. I mean, I think you just have to accept that your experiences from the past did make you to who you are today. And I don't know, like I think that going through those things, I only looked at it, even though it was dark and horrible and tragic, it did make us better and better parents. Yeah, I feel like throughout my pregnancy, I did have those times where I was like questioning who I would be as a mother. Like, would I be able to be the joyful, carefree mom that I thought I was going to be with Leo? And I wasn't sure. And I think now that Lucy is here, I do have that joy that I thought that I would have, you know, being a mom to Leo, but I think on like an even elevated scale. And I don't think that you have to go through loss or something tragic in order to be a more present parent or like more appreciative of your child. But I do think that without experiencing loss, I wouldn't be the parent that I am today. And like, I'm thankful for that, as hard as that is to say, because like I didn't want to lose Leo. And I don't think that you have to go through a loss, but like, I'm thankful because now I get to be a more present parent for Lucy.
It puts everything in perspective. I think losing Leo has made me just respect the pregnancy journey so much more and just know like how much of a miracle it is to have like a healthy kid instead of going into it blind. I mean, that's the biggest takeaway.
Yeah. But I think...
And relief once she got here.
Exactly.
You being anxious now, totally understandable.
But no matter what, like you are a changed person. This was a life-changing moment. These are life-changing things that people experience, unfortunately. But I think that, what do they say?
Take away you losing your first. Just you're changing in general from before kids to having a kid in general. And like, you need to be mentally prepared for that. It does change. And just in the time in life that we are, I'm just so glad we did it now in my lifespan than when I was younger. Like I don't miss anything. Maybe I miss a little more downtime. That's about it.
Just being a parent overall, you're saying. Like,
yeah.
Minus
So like
the lost part.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, you grow with grief. It's not always going to be dark and heavy. I think at certain anniversaries, certain dates, or certain times that like I'm looking at Lucy, like I will think about, you know, what we did lose. But ultimately, there's more joy and happiness than there is sadness. And I think that that's because like we've become so much stronger since then.
Yeah.
But sorry for your loss and congratulations on your newest addition.
Yeah, congrats.
Next question. My husband and I had our first baby, who is now just over a year old. We are so in love with our son and couldn't be happier to be parents. I work in healthcare. I'm a registered nurse, but I've always worked in outpatient or case management settings, and I worked very hard for my degree. Pre-baby, I always thought I'd never want to be a stay-at-home mom. I worked so hard for a career that would offer stability and a decent income to sustain a comfortable lifestyle. I strived for promotions and never minded working long hours. However, now that I have my baby boy, I have never yearned for something more. My husband is supportive of me wanting to stay at home with our son, but we can't afford it long term. I've found that I don't care much about a career at this time. I don't want to miss any moments with my son or any future kids that we may have. How would you navigate becoming someone different career-wise after having a baby and the guilt associated with not financially contributing to the household? I feel ashamed for putting my hard-earned degree on hold and leaving the financial burden to my husband, but my desire to watch my son grow up is unmatched. Any advice is appreciated.
First off, shout out to all healthcare workers. It is a very, very awarding but hard job. She can afford to survive off her husband's income, or is he going to have to?
I don't think long term. And so that's where she's saying, like, you know.
I don't know what long term is for you. Like, the first year is going to be like, yeah, like you should be involved, and like I totally understandable that you want to be home with your infant. That being said, if you're not financially able to make that work down the road, like you're gonna have to go back to work.
What I think is so crazy is that reading this question and the one from earlier is no matter what, moms have guilt, like moms or feel some sort of guilt or like pull or confusion, no matter what they decide to do. Like if you want to be a stay-at-home mom, or if you are a stay-at-home mom, you're like, what about my work life? And then if you are working, you're like, now I want to be a stay-at-home mom. Like you never, I do think it's hard to find a balance because like
guilt aside in this question, this is different. You want to be home with your kid, totally understandable. If you financially can't do that, and your husband, what? Now he's got to work 2 jobs, never be home to be with the child. You know what I'm saying? Like if they can't sustain a life on just his income, you're going to have to go back to work. I don't understand. Like
I don't think that's more of the question here though, because she's saying, however, my husband is supportive of me wanting to stay at home with our son, but we can't afford it long term. So maybe she just wants to do it short term.
That's fine saying, if that's what it is. But really, I think she's like,
how would you navigate becoming someone different career-wise after having a baby and the guilt associated with not financially contributing to the household? That's a personal conversation between you and your husband. Again, like if you can afford it and this is what you want to do, you figure out ways to make it work. You like downgrade your lifestyle. And yes, I know what you're saying, John, but like I think she's talking about like, how do you feel? Like, let's say they can afford it short term. So she's talking about the short term, okay?
How she presented this question, tell me if I'm wrong. It's talking about temporary. People have maternity leave for up to 4 months sometimes. Some people do. Some companies give that. Like, that's temporary. What is temporary considered?
She didn't use the word temporary. She used the word long term. Let's just forget about the money part of it because she's just saying like about navigating, like not wanting to focus on her career anymore.
I'm just saying you don't have to think about any of that if it's a temporary thing. Like you don't have to change your identity for a temporary
thing. But
thing.
She's just saying like in general, like the guilt of not like contributing to the household income, and then like now she was so career focused. Now she wants to take care of a kid.
You don't have to. You're good. You're a mother. You're doing a job. You're doing a job.
I relate to this question because my entire life I was like, hashtag fuck them kids, put them in daycare, do whatever, get a nanny, focus on career, burn the ship. When Lucy got here, I was like, I only want to take care of her. I want to retire.
Just so everyone knows though, like we understand everyone's situation is different and you have to put kids in daycare. Like we're not saying anti-daycare, anything like that.
Also, you do what you have to do.
Of course.
And again, if you have always wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, that's a job. That's valid. If that's what you love to do. If you have to go back to work or you'd want to go back to work, whatever the fuck you want to do it. We support every mom. We support all moms and every mom, no matter what you want to do. My experience was similar to this, where that I was like so focused on building my career throughout. And then once Lucy was here, I was like, I love her so much. I don't want to miss any of these moments. But I will say, having gone back to work sooner than I wanted to, I do think I enjoy it because it does give me a sense of independence and make me feel more like myself. Like when I'm with Lucy, that's all that I care about and I love her so much. But then like I notice for me, I do forget about myself in those moments. Like I don't care about working out. I don't care about hanging out with my friends. And then you could like slowly lose yourself in that. And I do think it's important to like find a healthy balance. So personally, I did enjoy, while I wanted to just like focus on her and do what I can, we're in a position that we like have the choice. If I did want to quit and stay at home, like we're very blessed in that situation. But I do like working because it makes me feel more like myself. Because at the end of the day, your kids, when they're 18 or whatever, they're going to go off and live their own lives. Like you still have to focus on yourself. In the first year of your kid's life, like obviously not. Yeah. They need you and whatnot. But like long-term wise, so that's where short-term, if you want to stay at home and if you can make it work, it's a season of life. Do it. They're only young for so long. You could work the rest of your life. That's my take.
I agree with all that. I'm just going to hot take here for a second. Because do you think sometimes... not saying this question, man, I don't know. I'm going to say it, whatever. Do you think sometimes moms are like, I have a kid, I'm done working? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just feel like then it's on the husband for the financial burden to either take on another job or whatever, when you could navigate a way of, well, is it more feasible for me to go back to work part-time, have the kid in daycare? I just feel like unless that's a discussion had beforehand, I would just be concerned. Like, oh, I don't know. You have a kid now, and you're like, you know what? My mindset has shifted. I want to stay home with the child, and that's great. But then it's like, then the husband's like, oh, all right. I guess that I now need to pick up that financial slack to where now he is constantly working and never getting to spend time with his family. I just think I just want, like in this question, I want to look to the husband a little bit too. Like, even though he's supporting her, like that's gotta be fucking tough.
Well, again, if they're able to make it work where he doesn't have to work extra hours.
It's not feasible.
She said long term. So that might be for who knows? Honestly, who fucking cares? Do what you want. Whatever works in your relationship, like you will figure it out. You downgrade your life. You don't rent movies off of Amazon for $18 every weekend.
You don't get 3 movies at
Blockbuster. You don't go to
Blockbuster.
Blockbuster. You don't get the snacks. Like you figure it out. And so that's my point. It's like the conversation that you have with your husband. I don't think that that's what she was asking though. Like how to financially make it work. She was saying like, how do you
I guess how I hear the question though, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, it makes me seem like she's already preparing to like, that it's not temporary. You know, she's like, I want to be home. This is my new,
who cares?
My new role. And it's like now.
She does want to be home. And so whatever, if it's temporary or not, like that doesn't matter.
It does matter because that's tough, man. You have a partner. Am I just going off in the hypotheticals?
Yes, because
okay,
I think that you're saying you assume that he's going to have to work extra to pick up the slack. Whereas like if they are able to cut down financially to make it work, and he might not have to work extra, their lifestyle might just change.
Maybe he doesn't.
And so
maybe
he does get to still come home and spend the same exact time with. And again, then they're not like having to send the kid off to daycare and whatever works in their marriage. Like maybe he doesn't want his son. Time? No, maybe he doesn't want his son. Like he'd rather his wife stay at home with their child than send him to daycare. Like everybody's situation is going to be different. And it doesn't mean just because she's not working that he's going to have to work extra. They might just have to downgrade their life for a little bit.
All right.
Who knows? Who knows? We didn't get enough information in this question.
Ugh, per usual.
Next question. I just got married in November 2025. My husband and I have been together for 7 years and will be 8 years together this April. We met when we were 21 and we're now 29 going on 30. From the beginning, we were total opposites, which is actually what attracted me to him. Growing up, I was a good student, but more on the wild side. I went out, partied, drank, smoked, and he was the complete opposite. A homebody who didn't drink or smoke. He was the calm to my storm, and honestly, he helped ground me and slow me down in a good way. Fast forward to now, we're both teachers. This is my 4th year teaching and his 3rd, and we are hustling. We're putting a lot of money aside for retirement, contributing to Roth IRAs, saving for a home, etc. On paper, we are doing really well. He is responsible, stable, and genuinely a good guy, but emotionally, I feel like something is missing. We still live very much like homebodies. We go out to eat, but we don't really do fun things. Just a few local trips, no spontaneous plans, no experiences that feel exciting. On top of that, he's not very romantic. I've told him multiple times that I want flowers, want to feel pursued, and want to feel like the apple of his eye, but I don't feel that way. To be clear, there's no disrespect or infidelity. He's not liking other girls' pictures. His social media isn't full of naked women, and he's loyal. This isn't about jealousy or insecurity. It's about connection, romance, and fun. I'm grateful for the life that we're building, but I also feel like I'm missing joy. I don't feel content, even though everything looks right. I've communicated this to him, and I still feel stuck wondering, am I asking for too much by wanting more fun, more experiences, and more romance?
So on paper, what I'm seeing is you both are doing the exact same thing. Full amount, full steam ahead. You, because I'm not sure what you are reciprocating or adding, now you're kind of wanting him to add more to his plate. Are you as well being romantic? Are you like, you can't just be asking someone else to do something. Like, are you doing it as well? I'm such a 50-50 person. I'm like, you guys, you can't have it all. You guys are grinding right now to get a house, whatever. I'll be fucking burnt out too, man. We're hustling. Mm-hmm. You're in hustle mode. You're not in romance mode and whatever. You can't have both. I don't see you having both. I mean,
or
little
you
things.
can, but you both have to be putting energy and effort into it. Like if you want to do a date night, like you can plan. And again, maybe that's,
this guy sounds shot, man.
Maybe you are planning date nights, or maybe you are also planning fun experiences. But
based off of that, she's not. So go off of just that. She wants him to pursue her. I'm like, you got to be understanding here. Like,
I think a lot of times too, we get stuck and we put the blame on our partner for the way that our lives look. If you want to go do fun experiences, go do them, plan them, book them. Like there's no reason why him not being
like,
proactive.
I'm not expecting you to do something
exactly.
unless I want to do it.
Right. Like when I think like, if I see other people out and they're like out to dinners or out at the aquarium or like on vacations, I don't think, damn, John needs to do this for me. But the romance part, like, sure. But again, to your point, are you doing romantic gestures? Like, I can't get mad at John for not booking romantic dates for me or like getting me flowers if I'm not out here reciprocating and doing those things for you as well.
The shitty thing here, though, is like, we understand the hustle. We haven't stopped hustling, and that's the problem. You have to have an on switch at some point. So like, I get that. You need to set time aside, but you both contribute to be like, okay, listen, I know you want to go somewhere and like, we have to follow this. We're going to, on Friday this week, we're going out of town. We're doing something. Just because we're so much more partners than like, we don't do surprise. Like we're partners. Like this is what we're going to do. We're going to enjoy this time. We're going to go do this and just like communicate that. But like, I wouldn't put that on him. If you guys are grinding.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like when I've seen now having a child, a lot of people say, mimic the actions that you want to see your kids do. So if you don't want them to have screen time, if you don't want them to eat treats, don't be eating treats in front of them. Like you can't expect someone to do a behavior that you're not willing to do. So if you're not willing to do something, how can you expect him? Maybe just like show him how you want to be treated and treat, you know what I'm, right. Does that make sense?
Right.
Like just like start to like lean into the things that you're interested in doing, and then it will help him feel like he can follow.
Again, your feelings are justified, but like, what if he was feeling that way? You know, like just talk to your partner.
Yeah.
That kind of annoys me a little bit though.
I think again, it just, you get into a boring, it's very easy. And this isn't just you. It's very easy to get into a boring groove with each other. That's why you really do have to schedule time with
It's unfortunate becoming adults. Like, yeah, is this the best time of my life? My healthiest I've ever been? Yeah. But like that spontaneity is gone.
But that was even before we had Lucy. Like we lost, and I think that really happened because we built our business. Like we didn't just we were so focused on growing the company that we weren't like, let's just.
I miss times of being young when like you just get to go just freely do whatever, scrounge for money, all get together, hang out, whatever. But then I don't miss that time at the same time. Like I don't want to be that person.
I think it feels very nostalgic though, like looking back. Like was it because we were stressed then?
Just in a
unhealthy.
Different way. Yeah. Whatever. Next question.
I am a 25-year-old female and my husband is 29. We've been married for exactly 1 year. I have a very high sex drive and I thought my husband did too at the beginning of our relationship. We usually have amazing, passionate sex. About 6 months into dating, my husband's sex drive basically disappeared. We rarely have sex now. When I ask about it, he gets irritated and says he's under a lot of stress at work. I'm so sexually frustrated that I've booked hair appointments at the salon just so someone can touch me. Not in a sexual way, but just because I crave touch. On average, we have sex about once a month if I'm lucky. A couple of weeks ago, my husband and I got into a huge argument and I went into the bedroom to isolate for a bit while he stayed out on the couch. When I later walked into the living room to talk to him, I found him touching himself while watching something on his phone. He jumped up when he saw me and acted as though I caught him cheating. He brushed it off and said it was nothing, that he had been in the mood, and then when we got into a fight, he had to deal with it. So I let it go and ignored it. But it happened again last night. And this time, he didn't know that I saw him. He came home from work stressed and was on the phone with his boss for 2 hours. I went to bed, and he came in being very touchy and flirty. He touched me, kissed me, and then walked out and lied on the couch to answer emails. That's when I walked out and saw him doing it again without him noticing me. I feel incredibly insecure now. He says it's not my fault and that his sex drive is just low, but I don't believe it. Now when we do have sex, it doesn't last long because he goes soft. I've been considering divorce over this. Is that too harsh to think about over something like this? I've never thought I'd consider leaving someone over sex. I love him, but I feel disgust and shame after all of this. How do I go about addressing this issue? Is divorce an option, or am I an asshole for even thinking about it?
Give it to me straight special.
Go for it, John.
This is, how many times have we had this question? This is a very similar question.
Maybe it's been a while since we've answered it, but I think like...
Good news. There's dick pills. Hashtag 20% off with Hims.
But why do you think...
Listen to our ads later.
Why do you think though that he is more willing to watch porn on the couch than have sex with his wife? Like, why is that a thing?
Could be easier. Could be like stress induced, performance induced. Maybe he's like, I mean, there's all types of things. I'm not giving him an excuse, but like to make your relationship go smoother, yeah, you got to smash more than once a month. so you don't hate each other. Is he just watching porn, or is like, what is she saying? He's watching what? What is he watching?
I'm assuming porn, or like he's
or is he like FaceTiming someone?
No, I wouldn't. I don't think so. I don't know. She said watching something on his phone, so I'd assume something.
Have you talked? Well, I guess she has talked to him about it.
Yeah. For Give It To Me Straight special, Jon, you really don't have any good answers.
Because I'm bored with this question because we've answered it so many times. Like, do you need a divorce? No. Do you need to communicate? Yeah. What can be done? If you're going soft, take a dick pill. Is it going to help out in the bedroom? Do whatever it takes to help each other out.
But he doesn't seem like he's interested. Like is
he not motivated to please his wife or like make her happy? I just like want to, for me, it's like, I want to do whatever it takes to like make my partner happy. It's going to make my life fucking easier.
But I think that that's where this question like actually boils down to,
Does
is
he
the
care
root of
about
the issues. Yeah. It's like you've expressed multiple times that this is like, you need physical touch. That's what you want. I don't know how long you were together before you got married. You've been married now for a year. Sex is important. And if it's important to you, like without physical touch, I would consider getting divorced over that. If if you were touching yourself and not having sex with me and knowing that I have a high sex drive, or I'm just wanting some physical interaction and you're off doing it yourself, yeah, I would consider leaving you over that.
I think the bottom line is he doesn't care about your feelings.
Yeah.
He's
and
not doing anything about it.
Deeper than that. It's like a lack of respect for you. And then like you're lacking that intimacy.
How many though, I guess it is a Give It To Me Straight special. Because how many times is the guy saying, "Oh, it's not you. I just have like I don't feel like," it's so much deflecting.
Mm-hmm.
It's so much, and you're not getting to the root of the problem. You're not addressing it. The sooner you address it, and I think it's just embarrassing for a lot of guys. They just don't want to admit, like whether it's low libido or whatever it is. Like, go see a doctor. Do something about it. Figure out what the problem is. All you're doing is making shit worse.
And maybe explain that to him. Just be like, you're not making this any better. You're making this worse.
You think you playing yourself is helping me out at all?
Yeah. You're driving a wedge into our relationship.
Stop talking. Flick my bean. Like, exactly. What the fuck, dude?
Like, it costs nothing to flick my bean. Take your tongue out.
Some effort, probably.
Hardly.
That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next question. I'm a first-time mom to my son, who is now 5 months old. I had an incredible pregnancy overall and truly felt like I stepped into my feminine during that time. I felt beautiful, deeply loved by my partner, powerful, and so excited to meet my baby. My partner and I were closer than ever. The day my son was born, the birth itself went well, but almost immediately afterwards, it felt like a switch flipped. I was suddenly overtaken by a jarring sense of lost identity. I was overwhelmingly in love with my son, but simultaneously experiencing intense anxiety and grief for my former self. I could barely sleep or eat in the hospital because I was hyper-focused on caring for him and terrified of doing something wrong. Looking back now, I realize I didn't allow myself to fully soak in the beauty of those early moments. In the weeks and months that followed, my partner's and my relationship became strained. Neither of us had ever cared for a newborn before, so we were learning as we went, but it felt deeper than just inexperience. I lost myself while also knowing, without a doubt, that motherhood is exactly what I was meant for and that I would do absolutely anything for my child. That included hovering over every move that my partner made when caring for him. Some of my concerns were valid, like him not knowing how to do certain things yet or not recognizing safety issues, such as properly buckling our son into the swing, but I became so overbearing that it eroded our relationship. Eventually, my partner pulled back from helping with the baby altogether out of fear of being micromanaged. I understand now how much that hurt him. At the same time, his withdrawal created an even bigger rift. I felt isolated, as though I was caring for our son entirely on my own unless I explicitly asked for help. From the very first night, he never got up with the baby, never offered to feed him or change diapers, and only let me rest in the mornings. Eventually, I told him how resentful I felt. His life seemed to continue largely unchanged, playing video games at night, waiting for dinner to be ready, talking on the phone with friends for hours on Sundays, while my entire life and identity had been turned upside down. I was angry because it felt like the weight of parenthood fell almost entirely on me. My question is this: if you were in my shoes, how would you approach these emotions with your partner in a way that fosters understanding? I recognize that I have personal work to do, and at 5 months postpartum, my anxiety and postpartum depression have improved significantly. Still, I need a partner who truly understands what my body and mind go through during pregnancy, birth, and postpartum, especially as we consider having more children. I cannot continue to feel like the entire burden will fall on my shoulders or that I'm simply expected to handle all the night feeds, diaper changes, and emotional labor for future babies. It's also important to note that we don't live near family. We moved states for his job, so our village is just the two of us.
It's nice that you like understand looking back, because you have to let your partner figure things out on his own, like learn through doing. Safety part, I get. If it's safety thing, you need to, correct him, and so he knows how to do it. But micromanaging your partner is surefire way to get him to stop helping you.
Both of us have dealt with that. Like just where if I'm doing something or if you're doing something and we see each other not doing it the way that like we would do it.
No, that doesn't bother me. It's the safety thing. Like if we... right. No, just the safety thing.
But that's what I mean, though. Like seeing that, like for example, like you walking away when like Lucy is very clearly like fine. I'm like, you left her alone with like a stuffed animal near her. What if the wind blew and it fell on her face? Those are the things.
But you do the same thing. That's what I'm like. That's irrelevant. You leave her on the mat too. That's what I'm like.
Right.
Whatever. So that being said, the what I don't like about your partner doing. It doesn't matter whether you reprimanded him or not and he pulls away, you're still a fucking dad. You're not going to, so what? You're going to reprimand your partner by being like, well, fuck it. She could do the whole thing and I'll just
you're saying from him reprimand. So
you're not, yes.
Yeah, but I thought you meant like her reprimanding him.
No, he's like reprimanding her by being like, oh, you don't think I could do this? I'm incompetent. I'm not going to help you. So now I'm going to deflect, or I'm going to pull in, and I'm just going to do my own thing. Like, you're a fucking grown-ass man. You don't get to do that. Whether you're happy or not happy, that goes for either partner. Say the husband was reprimanding the mom for not doing stuff right. You don't get to just be like, well, fuck it, I'm hands off. I'm not going to do anything. It doesn't matter. You both have a kid together. You have to pull your own weight. Talk about it, dude. That would piss me off either way. I'd be like, I understand that I micromanage you. I'm sorry. You don't get to just leave me in the trenches by myself. It doesn't matter. Grow the fuck up. Because we want to rip each other's heads off once in a while. It doesn't matter though. It doesn't matter because by the end of the day, we're making sure we're back on the same page. I will never leave you to just watch Lucy on your own. I feel way too guilty. Whether I was right or wrong, I'd be like, I still need to show up. Show up.
But I think, again, we've always like operated as a team. And that's, I think, the difference is that a lot of people don't. And I'm not...
It doesn't matter.
No, I understand
You're parents.
that. Yes.
You're grown-ass adults. You don't get to do that.
Right.
You don't get to do that.
But I think, though, traditionally, a lot of people just like... They're like, well, I don't know. They use the weaponized incompetence. They're like, well, I am a bad dad because I don't know how to change a diaper as good as. And whenever I do it wrong. So I'm just not going to do it at all. Like that is not. But how would you then recommend that she communicates this to her partner
viciously?
Number one, I will also say, do not have another child until you figure this out, because this will only lead to more resentment and this will only lead to more on your plate.
That's like someone being like, let's have a kid to make our marriage better.
But like, unless you do get to the root of this, continuing to add to what is only going to stress you out more is not going to resolve any of this. So, but what would your advice be on addressing her husband?
Get the fuck up. On Sunday, he's on the phone with his boys and you're feeding your kid. You're making dinner. You're doing all this stuff. I wonder how this got the willpower and mental fortitude this guy has to just sit there, watch it. Can you imagine me sitting there watching TV while you're holding Lucy, making dinner in the room, like I'm watching you do it, and I'm not.
Honey, I worked all day. You were just home with the baby. Like, let me relax. I worked all day. That's what.
I bet you that. Now that wouldn't be his response.
Who knows? I think it could be some
his
people's
response would be, and -2. If you were to have an argument, be like, you tell everything I do is wrong. You told me everything I do is wrong, so I'm just going to sit here. This spiteful way of doing something. No, tell them how you feel. But like, it doesn't matter that I bitch at you or not. get the fuck up.
And I think too that you recognize that like micromanaging did hurt him, or like, you know,
I would start with apologizing.
Yeah, and just be like, listen, we both have things that we need to work on. And I think that that's ultimately where communication is going to be the most effective, is when you both take down your walls, you both understand where you had wrongs and how you can improve. And so that's where
Yes, definitely. That's what you both should be doing. It doesn't matter though. Bro, step it up. Step up. Take the baby from her and be like, I got this. You can even tit for tat if you want. Be like, you can micromanage me all you want, but I'm going to swaddle this baby how I'm going to swaddle this baby. You're still there. Just show up.
The husband.
No, the husband saying that to her.
Yeah.
Whether you want to stick it in her ass or not, you're still contributing. You don't get to shut off. That's what I'm saying. Like, whether you're mad or not or whatever, you want to get even, that's fine. Still help out. But like, I'm gonna contribute.
I wonder though, and again, that's where weaponized incompetence can come in, where like people purposely do things wrong so that they no longer have to do those tasks. Like, I am just so bad at folding her clothes. Sure. You know? So like, I'm not, I can't do it.
But it's still like, such like a immature, right. Like, dude, you can't do that.
Especially when you have a family. Like, I just don't understand when people don't want to make their partner's lives easier. Like, we both want to enjoy downtime with one another. And so it is figuring out who's doing what during the day.
Cool. I'm going to toot our own horns for a second. Let me tell you about bath time. This is exactly how bath time goes down in our house. You want to learn, you want to know, you want to learn, know. You want to know how a successful team works. Boom, 6:30, it's bath time. Alex goes in, turns the water on, gets that temperature just right for little Lucy. I take Lucy into the bedroom, unclothe to diaper, tickle her, say it's bath time, do our little dance and song and dance. Boom, bring her into the bathroom, lift her up, do my Simba thing, put her in the water. Alex takes over. Once Alex takes over, bath time, she does shampoo, all that stuff. I get the towel, I get her onesie ready, I get the diaper ready with the cream. Boom, come back, we dry her. Alex takes her, lotions her up, puts the diaper on, puts
You're cleaning
the
bath.
onesie on. I'm in the bathroom now cleaning the tub. Boom, tub's done. We get together. Fucking story time. Boom, bedtime. And then she doesn't sleep through the night. But you know,
then, like, while I'm feeding her, then you're cleaning the kitchen from dinner. It's like we're both doing things to have the most
downtime at the end of the night.
But that's how we don't resent each other. It's because we're both working.
Both have to do. You have to do.
And let's just say, like, you know, your husband did, or your partner did have a long day at work and like they want to relax. You haven't relaxed either.
Yeah.
If like you're at home with the kids, like you're both working, like you both want to chill together. So the quicker that you could get all this shit done, the quicker that you get to just enjoy each other's time.
I think it really puts it in perspective if the other person has been in the shoes of the other person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, one day, Alex and I got in a fight, and then she was like, you do bath time, for example. It was a horrible experience for me. I'm like, I understand how hard doing bath time is because I thought I had to go to the hospital for my back. But like, have him watch the kids for a day, and you, I don't know, make money somehow for a day. Go work, do something for one day. So he knows what's going on.
That TikTok, it was a girl who posted a video, and she was like, oh my God, so funny. Like, my husband, I go on a work trip or a girls trip, whatever, for 4 days. I come back, my kids, their hair hasn't been brushed. They haven't eaten a real meal in 3 days. The dishes haven't been done. Ha ha ha. People were like, that's abuse. Like, your husband is actually abuse. Like, he can't brush your daughter's hair. He can't change their outfits. Like, if your kid goes to school with a huge mat in the back of their head, like, CPS is getting called. Your husband is doing the actual bare minimum and he's abusing your children, and you think that's cute. And so in situations like this, look at who you have a child with this, you're married, but like people who are maybe single, look at your partner. Are they a competent person, and do they show up as a teammate? Because this is how they're going to show up when you have kids.
No, it makes me think that you're not competent if you actually get with that person. So neither one of you are competent. You're like, this person, I'm going to start a family with this person. This is a great idea.
I don't know.
Next question.
I need some advice on how to handle an awkward situation. I have a best friend whom I love dearly, and we used to spend a lot of time together when we lived in the same city. In the past, she would come over to hang out with me and my husband for dinners while her husband was away traveling. This happened often as her husband's job required him to be away most of the time. During that period, she and I grew even closer, and she and my husband also developed their own friendship, which meant so much to me. It's so awesome when your two favorite people get along so well. My husband and I have gone on a few double dates with my friend and her husband when he was in town, which were fun for me, but not for my husband. He does not find my friend's husband enjoyable and has described him as difficult to be around. My husband has tried to include him in conversations, on double dates, at parties, and even at our wedding, but he feels that nothing ever came from it. He believes my friend's husband doesn't actually like us because he rarely talks when we all get together and doesn't make much of an effort to connect. I'll admit that my friend's husband isn't the easiest person to talk to. He's pretty quiet and not exactly a fun time, but I don't find him unbearable. A few months ago, my friend and her husband moved to a different city, which has been sad for the both of us. While we stay connected virtually, being together in person means a lot. Recently, they made plans to visit our city to see us and other friends and family. She asked if we could plan some one-on-one time together and also arrange a double date. When I asked my husband about making the double date work, he refused to go. He explained that he has tried many times to make things work with my friend's husband and isn't willing to spend time with someone who doesn't make any reciprocal effort. On one hand, I understand that our husbands aren't a great match, but on the other hand, I feel like it would be harmless to go on another double date, especially since they now live in a different city and we rarely get to see them. The most awkward part is how excited my friend is to spend time with both me and my husband because she genuinely likes him, and now I have to figure out how to tell her that only the two of us can see each other. Part of me feels upset with my husband for not being more flexible and willing to do this for me and my friend. We all have couple friends where not everyone is a perfect match, but you could usually make it work for one night. Not to mention, my friend and her husband live far away, and it's unlikely they'll come back for a visit anytime soon. What are your thoughts on this? Is my husband being unreasonable, or am I expecting too much?
You always have to do something in a relationship you don't want to do, you know? But that said, you can always just hang out with her and just be like, he's sick. Lie. Why torture him? For what? Are you gonna have more fun one-on-one or at a double date? If you get to spend time with you have one chance to hang out with your girlfriend. One time. Would you rather do one-on-one versus 1 or 2v2?
Yeah. I mean, I just know being with you, I'm never going to make you do something that you actually don't want to do.
Because I'm going to show it.
Yeah.
Not on purpose, but like, dude, I can't help my face.
So if I'm on a double date with you, no, John actually wants to be there. Or he won't show up again like the next time. And then I will. Like, there's been so many situations that I can think of with girlfriends whose husbands, they're like, let's all get together. And I'm like, let's just go get a coffee. That's because my husband doesn't want to hang out.
You're going to have more fun?
Yeah.
You're going to have more.
Well, and again.
That is rude, though. Like, I get that that's a cop-out on my end. Like, if you were like, no, like, I really want you to come, yeah, I'll go. But I'm like, is this something where you really want me to come or do you really care?
Because roles reversed. Think about it. If it's a one-off, fine. But if it's like continuous. And so for this situation where they're just coming out from out of town, if I was you, I would feel the same way as you do. I'd be like, just do it once. Like they're not in town for a while.
The only difference between me and this guy is like he's made an effort to try to be friends with this person so many times. So like I respect that guy because I would never give that amount of after one shot and it didn't go well. Like, well, then that's done. What I'm saying, like her husband is the one being genuine,
right?
You know what I mean?
He's like
the one putting
giving
the
effort
in, done it multiple times, and the guy's just like, nah.
And that's where I think that you kind of have to put yourself in your husband's shoes here. And if like you tried to be friends with this girl multiple times, but again, what's a dinner? But time is. It's your time. Like if you would rather chill on the couch and do something for those few hours than go to dinner with.
A little different for us though too is you and I are around each other 24/7. So it's no spilled milk of like, you want to get out?
Yeah.
Just get out.
Go chill.
I get it. Go do your own thing for a little bit.
I don't need to be around these wives, or you don't need to be around my friends' husbands that you don't enjoy. But I feel
we're still spending time with each other, but I mean like we're around each other all the time. You can get out if you want.
But I feel like the majority of those situations, they're like people who we've been friends with for a long time. We both genuinely like get along with like those couples.
Right.
I feel like the times when it's separate, it's like if it's just my friend who you have no tie to at all. Like if I'm friends with someone and you're also friends with that person, you're likely friends with their partner or can tolerate them enough.
Also, I mean, I'm a very good judge of character. I know when these people are bad vibes. Alex takes a while.
Yeah, that is true. Whatever. Better late than never, you know? Cut, snip, snip.
All right, cool. That it?
Wait, is that it? No,
Yeah.
did we? So I think you both are valid here is basically what it is.
I think you can ask them, explain to them, hey, they're only here. But if your husband's like, honestly, fuck no, I've done it so much, you should be like, okay.
Yeah.
Really, however it ends up, both of you should be okay with it.
And do you enjoy her husband? Like, as long as you're getting quality time with your friends, that's what matters. You know? Like, if you're not besties with her husband,
you want to hang out with your girlfriend, just the two of you,
That's
and
what I'm
gossip
saying.
and shit, and not have to worry about your husband being annoyed or whatever?
Yeah. Sometimes I'd rather just have girl time anyway, too. But I understand, like, wanting to get
I do like girl time gossip. Like, I'm
That's
down.
true.
I'm down for that. I'm all about the tea, the drama. I'd rather be hanging out with the girls doing that versus like a sporting event because I don't give a fuck about that. So, boom. Take that how you will. It's
enjoy
been real. Are
time
we
with
done?
your friend. Yeah.
Questions are done. I don't have a rec. You guys shit
No.
out.
We ask for recs. We're done giving recs.
I'm also not giving a life hack ever again.
Yeah, well, that wasn't the worst pro tip I've ever heard.
Black coffee.
Yeah, no one wants black coffee.
I do.
Boring.
Oh, you know what I want to rec though? An alternative to Splenda.
Stevia. There you
No,
go.
that actually tastes like Splenda. Nothing tastes like Splenda. I want a Splenda alternative.
Stevia.
Not monk fruit, not the pink bag, not the blue bag. None of them taste like Splenda. So there's got to be something I don't know about.
I think like everything that you named are the
Life hack.
other. It's not a life hack.
Rec hack.
Yeah, I just want more books that aren't trash for Lucy's library, that are easy to read, but have a good story.
Yeah.
And some that are short, you know, because I feel like sometimes she gets a little bit fussy while we're mid-story. And
There's some
gotta
long
read
kid books.
through-
I'm like, bro, who the fuck's reading these like 40-page books that are like paragraphs long on each page? Let's just make our own. I'm starting to think like,
I know.
who's letting these people print these books?
I guess anybody can. Should we? What should our children's book, what should we make it about?
I don't know. We'll think of it though. Anyways, guys, that's it. Like, subscribe, email, comment, do all the things.
If you want to follow us, you can find us at Give It To Me Straight Podcast everywhere on the socials. If you have an anonymous question, you can send it in our show notes or on our website. I think that's it. We'll see you guys next week.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye.